So I'll be telling you this morning the topic, why money is lost. This is the last series we're looking on this month of abundance. We'll be looking at money since the beginning of this month. So we're looking at the last series here. Why is money lost? As a real estate person, I've lost, if I want to sit down and count how much I've lost since I started my business, if I want to count, it should be close to about 20 million. I've lost. That 20 million, if it's in my hand or somewhere in my account, I would have gone farther than where I am today. It's even more than 20 million. What am I talking about? One single investment was 16 million. It's still hanging up to now, aside some other ones. So what is 20 million? Cumulatively runs about 35 million. Just between 2021 and 2023. So the business must continue. The business must continue, must thrive. But you must understand, why is money lost? Why is money lost? So if you have any business person telling you that, there's no, the person is not running a business. Even those that are running petty business, you go and buy a product from the market. Before you get home, the value of that product has dropped. So what will you do? You have to sell. Some those that sells perishable items, before they get back to their place of or point of sales, some of them have gotten ruptured or spoiled. They have to look for a way how to sell and move on. So these are part of the things that must be put in place when you are running a business. When you are starting an organization, you are starting a company, you must ensure you create systems and structures that can be as a backup in case, we call them unforeseen circumstances. That's why in part of our world like Nigeria or Africa, so to say, we don't buy the products called insurance. But in the developed countries, insurance is a very unavoidable prerequisite to starting a business. You can't avoid it. As you are setting up your business, insurance is a policy that must be on your list. Because imagine people putting their money into your business and the business end up, insurance will take care of it. So, but when it happened to us as believers, when money is lost, who is the first person we blame? Who says the devil? Why? Why are we blaming the devil? And one of the things I've taught you in this church, if anything happens to you, the first person to blame is who? Yourself. Devil is the last person to blame. I have sat down and analyzed. While I was going through my wilderness experience, I heard that there are two things that can happen to a man. The third thing is a devil. But before the third thing will happen, these either two must have taken effect. Number one, if you see any man going through any problem, it's either it is self-inflicted or God is taking the person through its wilderness experience. Devil is the last set. And before the devil gets into your life, it means that you are the one who went to call him. Devil, I'm ready. Come. You must have done some devilish things before devil can gain access to your life. But when you see anyone going through any form of thing, I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is, including yourself. Check very well. It's either you caused it by yourself or you are currently going through your wilderness experience. And if you are going through your wilderness experience, you will know that this God building me towards where I'm going. I was having a conversation with God during the week, and I said, God, thank you. You did not make me rich 2017. My first breakthrough, I was about eating my first 100 million in real estate in 2017. The business was just about 30% to closure. And something happened. One man just went and said some things, and the thing went south. That was my first breakthrough. I said, God, thank you, because that breakthrough did not come in 2017. If it had come, I would have not understood the things I've learned from 2017 till the time you were done training me. Because I learned a lot during that period of the wilderness experience. It has given me enough knowledge to manage money, to be more empathetic, to know how to be more resourceful when money comes into your hand. It is that time, when this money come, we will let them know. We'll buy this one, we'll buy that one. Flesh was the one speaking at that time. God will say, if I give you this money will destroy you. So sometimes when you pray, God will deliberately allow that particular thing to just hold. Not that you don't deserve, but you looked at having that money in your hand at that time might cause you more damage. Then God will withhold it and allow you to go through, because the things God wanted to learn, you can't learn it when that thing is in your hands. Yes, we'll be running ministry, we'll be doing well, but the things God wanted me to learn, there's no way I would have learned it. So that is why before anything you start blaming the devil, check your life well. What is happening to me right now? Is it self-inflicted, or I am going through wilderness experience? If it's self-inflicted, what you simply need to do is to go back and retrace and do what we call proper prayers and let God take you out of it. And if it's wilderness experience, ask for grace to stay through. What I say? Staying true is what many believers don't have. So when people lose money, they blame the devil. Like me, for example, there's no day I've sat down and said it's the devil that made me lose that money. Because most of them, I use my head knowledge. That land would have been the best. So good area, we put money. I don't do proper consultation and the money went out. Is that the devil? That's my negligence as a business person. That's my negligence. So money is lost for different reasons. So I just want to educate you as believers. When things happen to you, don't blame the devil. First ask yourself, what part have I to play in this? If you are the one who walking to trap yourself and the money is gone, put yourself together and move on. Another one will come. And if it takes years to come, be drinking your Gary till it comes. Because God will always give you opportunities upon opportunities. It is how you manage it that determines what becomes of you. So let's look at why money is lost. Number one, lack of financial knowledge. Lack of financial knowledge. People go into investment, people go into business without proper financial knowledge. My friend Mary is doing fashion designing and she's making money. That's the next line of business. You open shop. In fact, you now went to borrow money from Lapo. You bought all the materials women used to buy. You bought everything. Your shop is looking radiant. Mary will get there. She'll be feeling, oh Lord, see my friend started before me. After me rather. See a shop full. My own is just small. That's how people used to compare. Say, look at this ministry. They started just 12 months ago. Look at everything. They don't understand certain things that God is doing. And after some time, you started watching the decline. Because there is no financial knowledge. They have not studied that investment. They have not studied that business before they dive into it. They just feel it's an overhead knowledge. Head knowledge rather. Oh, that's the new thing. That's what's trending. That's what people are doing. That's what people they are putting their money. And money is lost. You don't know what it means that if they want to sell clothes, this is what to do, this is what to do. But someone has been there for 5 years. She can put her experience, she can put her marketing experience, everything together to keep driving that business from time to time and to time. But you just came in once. That's why you discover some women that their husband have set their business up many times. If you go to Ikota, you will see many of them. They don't have business selling cups, golden cup. Who is buying golden cup? Until they have put enough rope on the man's neck. I want to go shop, open shop for me. Husband says, sit down in the house. Let me put you on salary. Say, no, I want to have shop. Where? VGC. Okay, we pay shop 3 million. The item to fill up the place is about 7 million. In a month, sales of 300,000 is not coming. And you are paying staff. Go and check those shops. That's exactly what's happening. That's exactly what's happening. No prerequisite knowledge, no research. They just feel that I shall have shop. It's not having shop. What knowledge do you have to carry it on? See, you all agree with me. It is easy to start something than to sustain it. Am I with you? It is what? Easy to start anything than to sustain it. Anybody can start anything. But it's in sustaining what you have started that guarantees your knowledge that you say you have. So if you have lost money because you lack knowledge in that particular thing, if you have enough knowledge, even when the things is not yielding profit, you will know what to do next to keep that business running till it gets to the field. Because every business have its own season. What I say? No matter the nature of the business. There's some people now that rain is approaching right now, there's some business that their profit begins to decline. And now there's some business, this is now the season for their business to shoot up. From January, their sales is not going on. But from this rain season now, they are rejoicing. Because money will be pumping for them. And some. So if you have a knowledge of that business, you should know that from January to May, it's time for you to keep on and save. Because your own season is called the dry season for you. So it can last for 3 months. There might not be sales. Nobody might buy anything from you. That's not devil. It's a phase of your business. So when you don't know that it's a phase of business, when it's not happening, you say it's a devil. You just close the shop. I say nobody's man and close the shop. Why are you not going to shop now? We know they sell 3 months like this. We never even say anything. We never say anything. Now 7 million we invest in that place. Oh, me, I don't tire, Jerry. Maybe you just sell the things. They just sold everything on shop. 2 naira, and the shop empty. So, get enough knowledge before you start that particular venture so that you don't lose your money. Number 2, why people lose money is running business with emotions. Running business with emotions. There's what we call panic selling, panic buying. You hear they are selling shoes. They just brought it from Thailand, and it's a new market right now. You know, women are fond of that. If you go to Oshodi, all of them are selling the same plastic rubber, green. They said it just came out. Why is everybody selling it? It's panic selling. Everybody want to sell. Everyone want to sell. Everybody want to sell. So everybody is selling that same thing at that time. And some of them did not study that this thing is just for a season. It might be the time you want to start. That's when the thing has finished. You will now enter debt. Oh my wogbo. You will now say it's the devil. It's panic selling. Panic selling. The same thing, panic buying. It happens to everybody. This is what is raining right now. Everybody's buying. At the time you want to buy your own, that's when something will happen. Because we allow emotions to lead us into making decisions. And when it comes to money, hear from my mouth, you don't make decisions you don't make decisions that are related with money with your emotions. Emotions only last for just few minutes or seconds. It's called ephemeral. No one ever succeeds making decisions with his or her emotions. Your emotion is a feeling, is a reaction towards what you heard, what you see. If you allow yourself to calm down and reason the second time, you will see that there's something beyond what you are saying. You know, there's always what we call the first phase of everything before the real face. I may not remember that comedy. This is not my real face. I may remember that comedy. Where's your real face? There's always the real face of everything. So there's always the first phase is the first attack. So people fell into the first phase. And the first phase is not the real face. Money is gone. Remember MMM? They even told themselves, we are back to come and collect all the money. Don't run anything with emotion. In fact, money, don't run it with emotion. If anybody is telling you this business is selling, hear the person out. Go back and do your proper analysis. I've gone to my finger burnt even in this real estate, because of emotions. Panic buying, that panic buying, it happens to many of us as developers. Eleko, that's where they are buying property right now. The people have bought debt. They bought government land. They bought government in millions, hundreds of millions. Because everybody's buying that way. Everybody's buying. They just went and buy. At the time they bought the fence, the broad machine destroy everything. It's panic buying, panic selling. So don't do anything with your emotions, particularly anything that has to do with money. Particularly when the money is not your money. Don't buy it. Do enough analysis before you go into it. Number 3, why people lose money. This one is so important. Is poor risk management. Those of us that underwent one of the courses in university called insurance, you remember everything about risk management tells us that before you start anything, consider the risk that particular thing is involved in. What is a risk? And there are different types of risk. There is insurable risk and uninsurable risk. There are some risks you cannot insure them. If it happens, it's gone. How many of you agree with me? And there are some risks that are insurable. But when you get to insurance company, they will insure it for you. There are some, they cannot insure it. I'm not here to teach you insurance now. You can go back to school and read. So, poor risk management can be the reason why people lose money. For example, in Nigeria, average Nigerian drive car without insurance. No insurance. If that car eventually crash, you don't need to cry, you don't need to blame the devil. Just call your insurance company. Sorry, I just crashed my car. Okay, let us have the picture. And wait for them. In 2 months, they'll give you brand new car. I remember when I crashed my Corolla in 2018, 19. I didn't crash it. I was still a pastor in my former church. We're looking for a venue to move out from Sky Mall. We were still in Sky Mall that time. So pastor designated me and some other leaders to go look for a venue. So we drove through Ibrahim Adesanya. We saw the venue opposite Dominion City. As soon as we're done, so I went to do a U-turn at the roundabout, and as I was driving back, just immediately I passed the Dominion City. All these cart pushers. I was on top speed. The guy just ran into me, pam, and bashed. In fact, the left side of the car, everything was right off. And the guy left his cart and absconded. When the minister beside me checked and looked at it, when we value everything inside that thing, it's less than 3,000. 3,000. What can 3,000 buy? Like bonnet, side mirror, full light, everything gone. Because it was a brown new Corolla, they brought to the country, so we did insurance. Me, I've even forgotten we did insurance. I just called the guy that I bought it through, and I said, this happened. I just brought the car to the house like that. I said, A and B happened. He said, did we insure that car? I said, I don't remember. He said, go and check the paper. And we insured the car. So on Monday, I just called the insurance company. I sent the pictures to them. So it took them almost about a month plus or so. But they reinstated the car. I didn't spend my kobo. They bought the side mirror. Everything was reinstated to its shape. That's what we call proper risk management. So, that's why in Nigeria today, the least insurance they ask us to put in our vehicle is third-party insurance. And third-party insurance cannot cover anything. Third-party insurance means that if I'm driving and I hit your car, you go and take care of your own car. But that insurance can take care of that person's car. It's third-party insurance. But how much is it? 15,000. In this type of Nigeria, you will tell you come back and come back. Eventually you ask yourself, come back for what? In 3 months they have not answered you. Won't you go and fix your car yourself? But there are some exotic cars. Like if I buy my G-Wagon now, I don't need to do third insurance. I will do comprehensive insurance. That's what I did on the Corolla. I did comprehensive insurance. If not, they will not repair the car. So comprehensive insurance, if the car get burnt, they are giving me a brand new car. If the engine just suddenly crashed, they just buy everything brand new. That's comprehensive. So proper risk management will help you out so you don't lose money. You know, some people insure their lives. We are taught this in insurance. Don't sleep. Some people have insured their life, their children, they have insured their life. If this man die, pay them the ransom. But Christian, we never. God said, I'm not going to die now. Die where? For where? My pastor told me, he said, Paul, you know, as pastors, we don't collect salary in this church. He was talking to myself and himself. And he was talking to me and himself and said, you know, we don't collect salary as pastors. We are just laboring as pastors. We have children, we have family. We should do insurance for ourselves. As a pastor, we're not being negative. I said, no. We should. He said, Paul, go and find out how to do insurance for pastors. Members can drain pastor. They don't know how pastor is surviving. They want it after prayer. They go to their house. This pastor is crying in their house. They don't know. Let's do insurance. So every month, the admin will send in something to that account. Today, we didn't do it. So people can lose money when there's lack of risk management. Number 4. What else causes loss of money? No clear strategy. Or you put it this way, lack of clear strategy. For everything you want to start, there should be a strategy. How do you want that business? How is it going to thrive? Your strategy is what will help you to thrive. So even when you are approaching a point where losses are already showing up, your strategy is what will curb it. Some of us, when we ask you, this thing you are doing, what's your strategy? That's what they were saying. No, you are losing money already. Strategies means that this is how I will operate this business. So the more I keep operating it that way, it helps the business to go. Simple. So it means that whether in the rain or out of the rain, stay with your own strategy. You will not lose money. But when you start copying, you copy A, you copy B, you copy C, everything will model up. It is the process you will lose it. Because you want to, maybe the person next to you is doing better than you, is having more sales than you, and you were like, wow, we are doing the same thing now. Stick to your own strategy, they will copy you. When we started, by the leading of God, farm business last year, our crop now is on the phase 4 and it's almost selling out, and we are heading to the phase 5. And when we started it, and this year when we opened phase 2, phase 3, some of my friends called me. I said, how are you doing this? Because virtually among the community of developers, it seems I'm the only one always talking about the farm and the farm and the farm and farm, that we left the other part of the real estate. And they were all calling me. Up to yesterday, once he called me, how are you doing that, your farm thing, and some things? Because my own strategy is what I've stayed with, and they're all copying. And I know more than 3 of them who have started their own farm because they saw my own doings. Just stay with your own strategy. Just stay with it. Those that want to copy, they can copy. They can. One thing about me, I've learned, and by the grace of God, I said, whatever works for me, if I have people who request, I'm willing to let you know. Because the world is free for everybody, and it's too wide. Let me use that word. Everybody can succeed at the same space. I don't hide anything. If it's working for me, if you can deploy it, it will work for you. I told them, this is how I'm doing it. A, B, and C. If you implement it that way, it will work. But that's my own strategy. Simple. And it's working for me. So have your own strategy. Number 5. What causes loss of money? This is very funny. It's called overtrading, overselling, overbuying. You can put it that way. When you overtrade, your business open at 9 a.m. 10 p.m. you are still selling. Armed robber will come. It's true. You open your shop 9 a.m., 10 p.m. You are saying, that is when the customer are coming. All right. They are studying you. They are studying you. When I was running my first business in our year 2007-8, the phone call business, recharge card business, down that way at primary school. They know me in that area. Once is 5:45, I close the shop, I'm going to church. Tuesday is Bible study. Thursday is digging deep. And it's at that time, people start coming. We want to make call. I said, no, I'm going to church. I carry my recharge card bag and my phone inside my bag. I go with that. I don't get back until 8 p.m. to that shop. One woman sits beside, says, son, this is not how to run business. I said, that is how I'm running my own. Once, especially Tuesday and Thursday, once it's 5:45, I close that shop. I'm going. And when I try to put somebody there as sales girl, oh God, you know what I'm talking about. They will load my card on their phone and still put it in the bag and say that's how they see it. At that time, recharge card of 1,500, 2,000, 5,000 on the paper, and somebody will load it on the phone and will give a customer invalid. I say invalid. I bought this card from the right place. I say invalid several times. So I stick to my own strategy. 6 p.m. I close my shop. I go. I come back. Even when I open another branch at Teputu, once it's to 5, to 6, close the shop. I go with that. That's how I was. There's nothing like. It's because what you do overly, let me use that word, overly, will run you down. Everything's over. They said a wolf, they do what? In the tear belly, even the porch. Chop. You go tear your belly. So watch the things you are doing overly. They are the reason why you are losing money. The reason why your money keep going. Everything should be done moderately. Like somebody said, have a time you start that thing and have a time it closes. Anything you do after that closure of that thing is about to run you down. It's called trap. The very common word for that is called greediness. It's called what? It's greediness that makes you to still open your shop at 7 p.m. when you are supposed to close at 6 p.m. And armed robber have planned, we are coming at 6:45. And you now say, if I have closed by 6, God, this would have not happened to me. And God will be telling you, Shibi, I tell you to close. It will not be paining you. Imagine. And all the money you have made for the week, you are planning to take it to the bank on Friday. Is that Friday you now close at 6:45? Now take everything away. Is that not demonic loss? That's not demonic loss. It is your loss. Because you open the door for the thief to come in. If we can be disciplined with the way we do things, we will not lose money. But devil would have find everything. You discover that he's not having access. Watch the things you do overly. Is the reason why you are losing your money. Stick to your strategy. Stick to your time. No matter who is doing it. The person that is running his own till 10 p.m., you don't know the security he has put in place. You don't know what he has put in place so that it works. 2 more than we're done. Number 6. Well, what now? Number 6. Another one which one happens to anybody. It's called scam and fraud. This one, you may prepare for it, you may not prepare for it. It may happen to you, it may not happen to you. Fraud and scam. People have been scammed many times. How many of you have been scammed here? Some people have been scammed billions of naira. Are you conversant with the Twitter news by EFCC? How they are arresting cyber crime, cyber that. They say they arrest 77 people in Delta, 42 in Oshun. All these guys that are on laptop guys. If you are a laptop guy here, raise up your hand. I'm not arresting you. Laptop guys, they are arresting them, duping people through different means. Let me tell you one funny thing. When I was still an Uber driver, 2018-19, I one of them entered my car. He ordered my car and I carried him. I think from maybe Lekki down to somewhere in Badore. And the guy started talking. So me too, I pretended. I said, this life hard though. In fact, if you can help me through, let me to also blow. So I was psyching him. You'll be eating chips. So I said, help me now, let me. So I whined the guy very well, and the guy eventually poured everything out. So I drove to the house. He took me to his room. He showed me everything. Said, I can put it through too. I said, really? I said, next day I'll bring my laptop. I pretended. So the next day I drove there. I took my laptop there. He gave me everything. He gave me the webcam. I can't tell you these things. How the Yahoo boys are defrauding people. He gave me all the codes. And I told myself, Paul, do you want to do this thing? So I sat myself down. I said, if I do this thing, the future is waiting. Every penny you defraud somebody of without his knowledge, you will pay for it. There are two ways to defraud people. One of them is more grievous. When you defraud someone without the person's knowledge, it's more grievous. If you defraud her with her knowledge, the punishment is less because she knows you defrauded him. So she'll be seeing you as a thief. You know you are the thief who stole from me. Abi, it's better you know me. He said the devil you know is better than the angel you don't know. So that one, you defraud me with my knowledge. Like some subordinates, they are stealing from their boss, and the boss know they are stealing. But you are still doing my work. They go. One day they shall catch you. So they go. But the one you are doing without the person's knowledge, is waiting for you in the future. That one is the most grievous. And that's what some of those guys are doing. They have entered people's accounts. You know this guy that was arrested in is it UK or South Africa? Bob Oshpabi. These guys are just live this large. They have run some people. They have run their life down. If I tell you these secrets, I've forgotten them anyway. Everything, including all the pictures to use, the code, the words, everything he gave me. He said, "Okay, just sit down." Midnight, that was the press laptop. Don't worry, I'll be driving my Uber like that. Let me continue driving. So, beloved, people can lose money through scam and fraud. And some of us have been victims. Somebody will tell you this before you realize the person has gone. They'll say, this is a place where we run our business. As you go there 3 days, they have cleared everything. The place is empty. Scam. And some of you are scamming yourself. You are also scamming your brothers, your family members. Please repent today. Any way by which you are defrauding people, taking from people's you two will soon marry. Yeah. All those wives that used to defraud their husband, that one is with the knowledge of the husband. That sin is a sin with she says stealing with integrity. They don't match. Integrity and stealing, they don't match. That kind of a sin, when the wife confesses, the husband forgives. So, such kind of scam like Ponzi scheme, get quick rich scheme, following unreliable investment, saying bring 3,000, you get 9,000. You know Nigerians, we are so funny. We want to reap where we have not sown. I sat down and I asked, how can somebody say I should bring 5,000 and collect 15,000? What is the percentage? That's about 300%. Am I right? What are you going to do? Give me triple of my money. It is called wisdom. You don't need a prophet to tell you, run. But because we are greedy. That's why they've sent us on, where's Bramak? I had to delete his contact from the site. They hijack his WhatsApp and put on man. He said, drop 20,000. You will get 100,000. I said, no. Once you join that platform, they give you fake alert. Don't they have fake alert? I don't know how they used to do that thing. Please, if you are still doing in this church, repent. You send fake alert out. You edit the figure. You now say, I've sent the money. I have sent the money. Mercy will speak for you. Shall I say amen? I did not say you are the one. Shall I say amen? And that's how people have lost millions, billions. Some people have died because their last penny was taken from them without their knowledge. Do you know how these guys used to operate this thing? They get people's credit card and their money is gone in a twinkling of an eye. The last one, we close. Why people lose money? Economic and market condition. This one, you don't have control over it. Economic and market condition. This one is external. These are external factors such as economic recessions, political instability, sudden shift in the market, government policies, hiking prices, the volatility of the market, impacts, news, all kind of. These are ones you don't have control over the economic and market conditions. But that is one of the ways to prepare for it. Just like in real estate right now, there are a lot of government policies that is already driving many developers into a lot of things. We don't have control. The best is to adjust yourself to it. The one you're going to lose, you lose it. The remaining one, hold on to it and move on. So that is how it is. So that one is with your knowledge. Every business should prepare for economic and market condition. When cement suddenly rose to 13,000, people are building houses. So that one you don't have control over it. When we are buying a bottle of water for 250 naira, you don't have control over it. Just adjust yourself and you stop losing money. All right? Did you grab anything? How many did we look at? 7, right? All right. So any question? I want to just take one question and then we'll pray. Choir should get ready now. Any question? Question. Everybody on the earth will have a taste of what Jesus said. In this world, you shall have what? Tribulation. Everybody on the earth, whether Christian or non, you shall taste tribulation. So, but when you are in your tribulation, he said, be of a good cheer. John 16:38. For I have what? Overcome. So that's the confidence you have. When things are not rosy, just ask God for grace to stay through. Because in staying true, you are learning. In staying true, that's where you learn. Once you don't stay true, you cannot learn. Remember Jonah, because he refused to go through the way God wanted him to go through. Where did he end up? In the belly of where? Of the fish. So he went to learn it the hard way. And that's why some of us, we are learning our own through the hard ways. God said, since you don't want to wait and learn, I will put you out. Go and learn. Remember Nebuchadnezzar? How many years? 7 years. The Bible says his throne was not occupied. So God still loved him. So, but he went to learn it. He's not humble. Go and learn humility with the animals. When he returned back by himself, he humble. And some they don't have the grace, like Herod. Herod did not have the grace. That's why don't compare grace. Sir. What did I say? Don't compare yourself to anybody. Herod, his own pride, it's one day it destroyed him. So compare Herod to Nebuchadnezzar. That one has 7 years. This one did not even have 1 day. So tell the person to endure it. It will come to pass. Bow your head this morning and say, Father, please help.